Joining us now for his weekly visit, the head football coach of the Charlotte 49ers, Brad Lambert. And Coach, as you get ready for App State on Saturday evening, let's quickly reflect back on week number 1. You guys knocked off Fordham, season opener, 34-10. And as my mentor, the late Dick McPherson, used to say, the Hall of Fame coach from Syracuse, a win is a win is a win. And it's always nice preparing for your next opponent coming off of a victory.
It is. Kind of everybody's got a little bit of step, a little more juice in their step, so to speak, and it's been a good week of practice. So got a big game today, obviously, with App, but I thought the kids came out really focused against Fordham. I knew Fordham would come out, play at a higher energy level, and they did. They're a bunch of tough guys that played extremely hard, and we had to go out and beat them. We had to execute. We had to remain penalty free and execute on all 3 phases, and I thought the guys did a nice job of that.
Offensively, a lot of people were surprised you made the decision late last week to go with redshirt freshman Chris Reynolds as the starting quarterback, and he made his mark on the team offensively. Really showed a lot as the game went on, and also another redshirt freshman, Victor Tucker, at wide receiver. But when you looked at the film, were you happy with the way Chris played for a redshirt freshman in his first college start?
Yeah, Mojo, I really was. He handled the pocket extremely well, handled the offense well, did kind of what he'd done all August, and I was really proud of him, the way he handled the atmosphere, in his first college game. Thought he got the ball where it needed to go and hit some balls down the field, which is really who he is. He's a pretty accurate passer. He navigates the pocket extremely well. He got sacked 2 or 3 times, but I thought he made pretty good decisions all day for being a freshman.
This week, the App State Mountaineers, you and them are one of 2 of 3 FBS programs that is part of the group of 5 conferences. You're less than 2 hours away. First time meeting, pretty significant. I mean, this place is going to be hopping, and I know I spoke to you earlier in the week. This perhaps could be the biggest game in the history of Jerry Richardson Stadium, considering the opponent. You guys are 1-0, and just the fan interest in this game.
I think so, Mojo. Whenever they put up extra stands in your stadium, you figure it's a pretty big event. And App State will bring a good crowd. They've had a fabulous program for a long time, dating back many years, and they've won a lot of big games. They've won national championships. They've played in 3 straight bowl games since they made the transition. Coach Satterfield's really done a good job of putting his system in place, and they do a really good job of executing. They played last week at Penn State. They executed at a high level in a tough environment. So they'll be a tough opponent for us. But it's something that our fan base has anticipated. I think their fan base has as well because of the proximity of the schools. And so it should be a lot of fun, and hopefully we play well today.
You mentioned they played well at Penn State, lost 45-38 in overtime. They came back with 6 minutes to go, trailing by 2 touchdowns, scored 21 straight points. I mean, this is a team that's pretty dynamic on offense.
They are, and I thought the poise that their quarterback Zach Thomas showed late in the game, and really their whole offense. They don't get down on themselves. There's not a situation out there that they're afraid of. So it's kind of who they are. They're not going to get intimidated by anything, and they're going to put a premium on execution and running the ball. They do a great job of running the ball. We'll have to be in the right places. Jalen Moore's as good a running backs we'll play against this year. So we're going to have to be in the right spot and be good tacklers as we take on the Mountaineers.
You mentioned Jalen Moore. We're talking to Brad Lambert here for his weekly visit with us, the head coach of the Charlotte 49ers. And he's from nearby Shelby, North Carolina. They got 5 kids that have played high school football outside of Mecklenburg, 7 on their roster that played in Charlotte or Mecklenburg County. So this game has so much significance for you guys, your kids, you as a coach, because it's a statement game for you that, hey, our guys that went there, we could have kept them here, and this is a place where you can come and play football at a high level.
It is, and there'll be a lot of familiarity with the players. A lot of them played together. Ben LeMay, we talked about him. He and Clifton Duck played together at Butler High School, so there'll be a lot of familiarity. It's an opportunity for us to play against a program that's well established, and we get them at home first. So hopefully our guys will be on fire today and go out and play extremely hard and play well and play smart, all the things you have to do to win a football game. We're going to have to execute. We're going to have low penalties and all the things that go along with that, especially when you play against a fine football team like Appalachian.
Now, when you look at this team on tape, what are some of the things offensively that concern you with the Mountaineers?
I think their speed at all the skill positions, whether you're talking wide receiver, running back. I thought against Penn State they weren't outmatched. They went in there and had a kickoff return for 100 yards. They had a running back go 100 on a kickoff return. So Corey Sutton's playing at a high level for him. But I think above all, I was just really impressed with the way the quarterback in his first start on the road kept his composure and handled the situation. I think that's the big thing for them is they execute at a high level. They got good team speed, and their quarterback's playing at a high level.
Try to go 2-0 against a very good App State team. What are the keys to get that second victory of the season?
I think the biggest key in the game is going to be how can we control their running game. They're really good at running the ball, and Jalen Moore, I just have so much respect for him. So if we can control the running game and we can run the ball some with Ben LeMay, I think that'll be the key to the game. Not give up a big play in the special teams is going to be real critical because that's where games get out of hand. If all of a sudden they block a punt, return a kickoff, those things can jump on you in a hurry. The flip side of that is if we can get one of those on our side, our guys have done a good job in the return game. So I think special teams is going to be a big part of this game. And if we can take care of those three areas, I think we'll have a shot here in the fourth quarter.
Coach, as always, a pleasure visiting with you. Have a great game against App here, 6 o'clock at Jerry Richardson Stadium. Stay healthy, and we'll talk to you after the ballgame.
Okay, Mojo, thanks for having us on, buddy.
All right, that was the head coach of the Charlotte 49ers, Brad Lambert, joining us here on the Carolina Sports Link.